Right, do you remember I said I like this dress? And it was the Itch to Stitch Antrim dress. And I made two. One was navy blue and one was like an autumn type of thing. Well, I've made another one. I showed you the fabric and I love this one. This is the new one. This is absolutely lovely. I absolutely love the shape. I've made it tighter on here. I have fairly square shoulders, and so what I did was I raised the shoulders by about a centimetre across the top of the shoulders because I felt that it was going too low, and that actually raised everything up. I wasn't going to do this rushed version there, but I have done, and it looks really good. I've used more of a lycra reverse to it. One of the ladies, I can't remember who she was, she tested it and she said try using lycra up behind it because it holds it better. And I just absolutely love it. The fabric, I've already made 3 dresses with this kind of fabric in different colours. One was turquoise, one was purple, and this was the red one. So I am very happy with it. This is going to be my Christmas Day dress. So I'm really pleased with this Antrim dress. Very, very happy with it. Turned out really, really nice. Accentuates my waist, but boy, have I got a bottom on me. Ah, well, some people like big bottoms. Hi everybody, Micheline from Micheline Makes again. January the 2nd, it's Debbie's birthday. She doesn't watch this vlog, but happy birthday Debbie, just in case you do. My coffee's going cold. It's starting to go cold. I brought it in and then I disappeared in the other room to sort some fabric out to make a purse for Debbie, and then I disappeared upstairs and I completely forgot about my coffee. I've come back and it's almost clap cold, as they say up here. Right, I've had to put a hairband on because I now know why I cut my hair. This time last year it was that length, I think, very short. And the reason being that when I don't have my hairband on, or when my hair's not pulled back like that, it goes down there and I itch at the side here. I know you've noticed that I keep doing that with my hand to my ear because it tickles my ear. And this hair here, I like to have a long fringe, but it tickles the side of here, and I'm always scratching there. So I figured, I was starting to scratch a lot, so I figured, right, get a hairband on. Although I'm not really overly keen on wearing a hairband, I've got a hairband on. Anyway, what was I going to say to you? January the 2nd, I still haven't done Debbie's purse. I'm on to purse number 3. Purse number 1 was this one, and a lot of you said you liked it and that you couldn't see anything wrong with it. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm waiting for, I've got the snaps to go on there, and I've got the press, but I haven't got the right size dies because I've got some big snaps, big round ones that I want to put on there. Nothing wrong with the purse at all, absolutely nothing. The only thing that is wrong, and as I say, it's being finicky, is because I've had to slot something firmer in here because it was really, really floppy. It actually it goes up to there. I've got kind of a floppiness there, which I don't like, and I've pushed it. I thought I'd pushed it all the way up, and when you straighten it, you can see there's folds there, and I'm not happy with that. So that was version number 1. This is version number 2. Version number 2 was going to be this fabric, which I waterproofed. But once I'd waterproofed it, I didn't like it. So that got ripped off, completely ripped off. A new version number 2 cover was made, which is that one. That's cotton, and I've waterproofed it. Nothing wrong with that. Firm interior. Still got a bit of a bend there, but not too bad. Firm interior. Slight issue with the back there, because there was another tape on the top of that. It did have that sewn on, or not that, but tape like that, and it didn't look straight. It doesn't look straight to me there. So that is going to be version number 2. I'm in the process of doing the pockets. You can see this is what you do. You put your little bits on in between, and then I'm going to sew down there. But version number 2 anyway. That, I like it, love it, but I just not straight there perfection. I will finish that off. Nothing wrong with it otherwise. Again, I'm still waiting. I've done the flap differently. That one was a flap that went out like that, and this one is a flap that goes just with a point, so it could take one button there. So I've decided I'm going to do a third one, but bear in mind that the last time I made these was two and a half years ago. I'll show you the one that I use. I still use it. I'll go and get it. This was my first ever attempt. It's starting to look a bit worn and decrepit now. It was the one that I did using oilcloth, cats, and when I did it the first time, I didn't realise that the pattern goes that way. But when you do that way, the pattern's upside down, and the flap would have been upside down. So I made a little pocket. Not that I use that. I sometimes put the odd postage stamp in. I use plastic poppers, and this is mine that I made years ago, complete with a cheap piece of elastic there, but a nice little bit of ribbon. The label was upside down, and inside it had a back zip. It has the cards, credit cards there, a back zip, an inner zip. What's in there? I haven't used this since before March, since we went into lockdown, so I don't know what's it. Oh, I've got some coppers in there, a little bit of change in there, a few coins. Middle zip with your money. Then in this one I should have had another piece that went in the middle there, and I didn't do that. And then another one, and inside, this is my dongle for my bank account, cards, and Costa coffee card. Oh no, that's a coffee card that gets stamped. Well, that's never been stamped for over a year. And then cards again there, and a little back pocket. I love this purse, and someone said, does it hold a lot? Yes, it does. It holds an awful lot, and that's why Debbie wanted another one, and that's why my daughter wanted another one, because it holds such a lot. I have seen myself pore over purses over the years, go to the department store and look at a purse, to try it, look at it, examine it, and I've stood in front of a purse counter for a good almost an hour trying to make certain that I got the kind of purse that I really wanted. And this, as I say, is exactly what I want. I'm not bothered about see-through windows, but I do want something that takes a lot of cards, because we seem to have a lot of cards. We have I mean, I haven't got all, these aren't all being used now, but I've got DIY cards, I've got coffee cards, I've got supermarket cards that you get. I've got Morrison's, we go to 3 supermarkets, that's your card for when you're in one, got another one for another, and so on. I've got my Boots card. Every time you go to the chemist you can get points. They're points cards, and you end up with a lot. So I do like this purse, and as I say, Debbie likes it. So I've ordered more fabric, haven't I? I've got I kept this lockdown has had me looking at the computer all the time, trying to see what fabric I'd like to go for. So I've ordered some more fabric, which is more this kind of fabric for making purses. And so I think I've ordered some for 3 different places, so I'll do a vlog on the fabrics that I get for those. Someone said you could sell them. Well, I will sell them once I've perfected it. Once I am happy with what I've got, I will likely be selling them. But other people were asking me, what is the name of the pattern? And I'm going to do you a sew along. I'm going to tell you how to order it. But it's called the Portemonnaie Allen. It's a German one. Everything in it is German. The instructions are German. It's all in German. And I liked the pattern, so I've been translating the German. If you know German, then that's fine, but if you don't, then you're going to be totally stuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you right through from ordering the pattern to downloading it. You have to download it and then cut. Well, there's not really much to cut out, to be honest. So you've got basically, there's 3 pieces I think of, but I'll tell you more about that when we come to doing it. Now then, so that's the next thing. We've got more fabric coming. But I saw this. I had this I got from the Knitting and Stitching show 2 years ago. Well, it won't be last year because we didn't have one. But this is 2 years ago. And I figured I might do that for the outside and that for the inside pockets. I thought it might look quite nice. Can you see that? I thought it was nice and bright for... the other ones that I've ordered are more grey kind of colours, but I thought, well, let's do a bright one. Debbie will like bright because she used to come to work wearing the bright coats and things. Now then, you also asked me about a scarf I was wearing around my neck. And this is a scarf that I bought years ago. I bought 3. I bought this one, I bought an orange one, and I bought a black one. The black one I have dismantled since. I don't know why I dismantled. I think it came to pieces or something. But you wanted to know what it was like. Well, it's basically jersey. Let's start with the fabric. It's jersey fabric. And it is it a tube? Jersey fabric. No, it's not. It's jersey fabric that is, what width is that? If I can get my tape measure, I can tell you what width it is. It's jersey fabric that has been cut to about 55 centimetres across. It's a full width of jersey fabric cut to 55 centimetres, and they've finished the edge there with a little rolled edge. I reckon you could even sew down and make it into a tube. And what they have done is they have threaded, and this is one of the reasons why I bought it, was I thought, oh, that's a good idea. They've threaded things on. So there's if I pull this along, you can see what it is. They've taken the jersey fabric there and rolled it into an end cap that takes a ball. And then from the end cap, they've put decorative washers on. 1, so that's 1 there. Then the next one there. Then a ball, so that goes there. There. Then another end cap, what I call an end cap. It's actually a ring. It's actually a ring. And then another one. And they've done that to both ends of this fabric. There. Can you see that? And then before they've done this, they've done it on one end, and then before they did the second end, they threaded some onto the middle. So in the middle, now this is, I just realised the other day that I've lost the stone that goes in there, so I might use my Fimo clay to make something to go in there. But they've done the same thing. There's 3 rings on either side, a ball in the middle, and that takes that. And what you do is, this is why I liked it. Oops, let me get my chair out of the way. You put it round like that and swap it over at the back, so it's like that. And then I thread that through like so. Now I think when I looked at it the other day, it was coming away on one side. I hadn't realised. You thread it like that, pull it close, and there is a necklace for you. And the reason why I bought it was I figured, oh, I'm going to get this and I'm going to see if I can make some myself. But I never got round to doing that. I never got round to finding these little bits. I'm sure that I'll find them. I haven't been looking for them really. I think I looked for them at the start. But that was pre-internet, because I've had these a long time. I think it was just when the internet was coming out. Well, now if I do a search, I'm sure I'll come across this sort of thing. But, and if I do, I'll tell you. But it is such a straightforward type of necklace. And if you don't want it like that, you could just have it so that it hangs. Doesn't have to be wrapped around. I prefer to have it wrapped around. You could have it like that. But I prefer it close together. This is the purple one. I bought a purple, I bought an orange. This is the orange one. The orange one is very similar, but on the ends of the orange one it's starting to come away there. They've actually glued, don't know if you can see there, they've actually glued the ball of the fabric into the ball, but it has a star like a flower cup, then a ball, and that needs tightening up because I can see it's starting to come away, then another ball, and then a heart. And they've got the same on the other side, and in the middle they have a one the same but with a heart in the middle. This has more danglies on it. So this goes round here, through there. I always feed from the inside to the outside, and then it means that it's going to hang, those pendants will hang outside. So that is what it looks like. This will be hanging lower because that's the one that needs to have that wire tightened up. I just loved it, and I figured if I got different fabrics I could make more just from lengths of fabric that I had. So watch this space, because if I do find these little pieces, or if you know of anybody who sells these pieces, do let me know and I'll pass it on to everybody else. So those are the necklaces. We have snow, not very much of it, probably about ½ an inch to an inch. And we have, it's very dull and dark, it's horrible. You all know, those of you in England will know which tier you're in. We are in tier 4. Those of you in America or Australia, you will know that it's England is the one that, I think America is suffering as well, but England has suddenly, not suffering, but we are getting very busy in the hospitals. And my niece who lives in London, she has messaged to say that she has COVID. Her kids caught it and they've been trying to keep away from everybody. They've self-isolated. She has COVID. She says it's unbearable backache, headaches. She says she hasn't lost her sense of taste, but she says everything tastes bitter, but she has lost her smell. And I think that's the first bit, and I'm not sure if the second bit is worse. Then my daughter-in-law sent a message, a tweet, is that what you call it, a tweet, from those of you who may know him, the comedian John Bishop, who says he wouldn't wish it on anybody because him and his wife have it, and they were given the positive diagnosis on Christmas Day, and he says he wouldn't wish it on anybody. So I'm just happy being in my little cabin with his lordship nearby, just pottering and not mixing with the world. And I hope you are doing the same. So I better get going on this. Hopefully prototype number 3 might work. Whether she gets it or not, I don't know. But I have sent her a happy birthday because, as I say, we can't go across and see her. And I have got other things planned for her. I'll tell you about it later on. I'll tell you in the next vlog what I've got planned. Anyway, I'm going to love you and I'm going to leave you. And I'm going to ask you all to stay safe because, especially in the UK, those hospitals are struggling. And I don't want, listen, let me tell you something. I ain't got many subscribers. And the thing is, my subscribers are almost out that back door, so I don't want any of you lot to go out the back door sooner than you want to, and I want you to be able to, I'm hoping that you and I will be together for a long time talking to each other, at least till we're both all 100. So just stay safe and look after yourselves, and just, well, what can I say? Just stay safe and look after yourself, and I'm going to love you and I'm going to leave you. And I'll catch you next time. Bye!